We are beginning our work with standard form as well as continuing to convert equations into slope-intercept form. So in standard form, we have the equation ax plus by equals c, and some specifics about standard form are listed here as well. So a, b, and c are real numbers, a and b are not both 0, and a is not negative. So some of the things that you can recognize about standard form is that our term with our x and the term with our y are both on the same side of the equation, and then our constant is on the other side of the equation. So in the first set of examples, we are going to write each equation in standard form. So our goal then is to get our terms with x and y on the same side of the equation. So looking at this first example, if we have 3x equals 6y plus 18, and we need our x term and our y term on the left side of the equal sign. So my x term is already on the left side, so I just need to move the y term. So in order to move 6y to the left side of the equation, I am going to subtract 6y, and I also need to subtract 6y from the other side of the equation. So when I do that, I end up with 3x minus 6y, and left on the right side of the equation is 18. So my equation in standard form then, we can see we have our x and our y term, so 3x minus 6y equals 18. My constant is on the right and a is positive. So this would be my equation in standard form. So if I look at the next one, 5y equals negative 4x minus 20. So I have my y term on the left side of the equal sign, so I need to move my x term over to the left side. So I would add 4x. And I'll add 4x to this side. So then I have 4x plus 5y, because that was a positive 5y, equals, and just be aware here of the sign that's in front of our constant, so that's equal to negative 20. So now we have an equation in standard form. Our x term, our y term equals our constant. So looking at this next one, negative 2x plus 5y equals 1. So we can see that our x term and our y term are both on the left side of the equation. So now we have to see, why is this not in standard form? And the reason that this is not in standard form is that a is not negative. So in this case, a is negative, so we would need to undo that negative. And so to do that, we could divide everything by a negative 1. And so all that is going to do is change the sign of each term in the equation. So negative 2x divided by negative 1 would be a positive 2x. A positive 5y divided by a negative 1 would give us a negative 5y. And 1 divided by negative 1 would give us negative 1. So now we have our equation in standard form where a is not negative. So looking at the next one, 5x equals y plus 4. So we need to move our y term to the left side, so we could subtract y. So then we have 5x minus y equals 4. So that is an equation in standard form. So looking at 5y plus x plus 10 equals 0. So in this case, we have our y term, our x term on the left side, but we also have our constant. So we need to move our constant to the right side of the equal sign. So we would subtract 10. And then we would have 5y plus x equals negative 10. And just to make sure that it's in standard form, we want our x term then our y term. So since these are on the same side, we can flip the order based on the commutative property. So we can reverse and put the x first and then our y term next. So plus 5y equals negative 10. So since those were on the same side of the equal sign, that is the commutative property where you can change the order and it doesn't change the value. All right, one more. So 6x minus 8 equals 2y plus 6. So we have a few things to move here. So we have our x term on the left, so let's go ahead and move our y term to the left. So we're going to subtract 2y. And so then we would have 6x minus 2y minus 8 equals 6. So we need to combine our constants. So we have to move the minus 8 to the other side. So we are going to add 8. And then we would have 6x minus 2y equals 14. So now we have equations in standard form.